Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Arizona, Maryland. After our break, I'm with Fox now for the rest of the night. Arizona takes on Maryland, two high-level teams in CCS. Both these deserve to be ranked. I think they actually both are. I don't know their actual rank. Not looking right now, but should be an exciting series, Fox. And should be the start of a fun night. We got Cincinnati, Nebraska after this, so two exciting series ahead of us here.
It's what you like to see. I mean, you got so many teams in CCS, you might think it might get a little crowded, but on the other side of things, it is becoming a lot more competitive. You are having a lot more heated competition, a lot more skill, plenty of players, and we are ready to get underway. Arizona in the red, Maryland in the yellow, and we're off and running, Nation, for our second to last series.
An ultimate series of the night, Fox, and it's Arizona, Maryland. Maryland again from College Park, Maryland, and University of Arizona in Tucson, Arizona. So very far in terms of where these programs are located. We are on a central. Okay, we're on a good server. 20 seconds into this, these programs are very far. I mean, College Park, Maryland, and Tucson, Arizona. That's multiple days worth of driving and traveling. And Gustav gonna find the first.
Nice little pinch there by Goose. He recognized Bob had possession. Good keep by Bob as well. Puts the ball. It might have been just a tad too far, but Goose made it work in off the post. In Arizona, they strike first and strike early. Good for Bob. That was a heck of an air dribble. Good control.
Great control in Arizona. Striking first here, Fox. And tell me inside, what are your expectations? What do you want to see happen tonight?
I mean, we saw pretty much just about everything you could see yesterday. We saw a Game 5. We saw a very lighthearted series. We saw a series where players were a little bit, upset with some of the conditions, maybe the servers or the opponents. But, you got to see a little bit of everything. So, honestly, it would just be nice to see more than a sweep. Let's see plenty of Rocket League. Let's let these teams display what they got on stream. So far, Arizona has displayed a goal. Maryland looking to get involved offensively as Waiters trying to wade his way into the territory of Arizona to be turned away. And Turtle is very properly named because the Maryland Terrapins, well, the mascot's a turtle, might as well be the turtle.
And 15 down the Wildcats from Arizona. I mean, they made a deep run in the tournament last season. They lost to Drexel and heck of a season. They lost to Maryland. This is a rematch from last season's championship match. And a heck of a series. I think it went to 6 or 7 games. But Arizona, again, looking for revenge tonight.
That they are. Turtle, not much boost to work with. Going to get a helping hand from Hexy, who gets the ball forward, but into Arizona it goes. Plenty of defenders in the path of that. Amp is going to be called off by Goose. No friends to pass to. It'll be taken over by Turtle. Dumped in deep. Maryland trying to create a little bit of chaos with the demo. Never seen a turtle attack like that except Teenage Mutant Ninja varieties, but he was definitely on it there. The demo, though, didn't really work out. Maryland's going to have to go back and try again in the form of Turtle looking for the pass. Unable to get connected with that one.
2:50 to go here in Arizona. Lost 4-2 to Maryland. Third round of last season's championship. So Maryland again beat Arizona last season. Arizona playing for revenge tonight with a chip on their shoulder, trying to prove that they're back to play again this spring with hopes to go further than top 16.
Absolutely. Good play there by Hexy to keep it away from the defender for an extra second. So demo off your screen from Turtle. It creates a little bit of havoc. The Arizona back line, it's still available. The shot there from Hexy just drifts wide. Waiters be in on the defense. Arizona looked a little awkward. It looks a little bit panicky there for a second. Now Maryland has to reach back and keep their net safe, but both teams surviving thus far. Only the one goal from Arizona we've seen thus far, and that one came from Goose.
On flip reset, just off the mark, couldn't get back to it in time. Hexy, 2-minute warning. In the game one, Arizona lead by 1 after that opening kickoff goal. We're about 30 seconds in. Arizona struck, and since then, it's been a stalemate, Fox.
Yeah, both teams jockeying for position, looking for the boost, not wanting to make that mistake as Bob comes racing in, and Turtle turned him right away at the doorstep of the goal. The chance now for Maryland going to creep back towards midfield. Hexy takes over. Lots of boost to work with for him. He gets it over 1. Tries to get it over a second, but Bob was wary to it. Bob in the Brazil decal, he might be looking like a little bit of a double agent because he has that same yellow color that Maryland is, but he is indeed an Arizona player, so you never know. If you're looking at the color of the car, you might be confused for a sec. Bob there trying to peek his way into that yellow net, but he'll be denied.
We'll see him change the car design after this game after he realizes, oh crap, my car is yellow, playing for a red team against a yellow team. So he might go back and change the design after this to make his car more noticeable to his teammates, or just himself trying to see who his teammates are as he's yelling. He's like, oh, there's a red guy, I'm going to throw it to him instead. But 48 seconds left to go here, still a 1-goal game for Arizona.
Red and yellow, one of the most popular color schemes found on a diner table with ketchup and mustard, and there's a little bit of ketchup. And that is going to be Arizona, making it even harder for Maryland to catch up as Turtle's touch goes up to the sky at Goose. Second goal of the game for him. Good read. And a nice finish there. Arizona will double up on their lead and a 2-0 advantage here. Not a whole lot of offense to be spoken of here for Maryland Nation. What do they need to do in the final 30 to come back?
And we'll score first of all, but also, a native to both these states, red and yellow, kill a fella, the coral snake. 25 seconds to go here for Arizona to hold on tight to a 2-0 advantage. Maryland has gone quietly into the night at 2-0 down with 15 to play.
Some physicality coming out here. Waiters doesn't have a whole lot of boost. It's going to be up to Turtle. He gets by one. It makes it tough on Bob, but he is up to the task. And up to the ceiling he goes. He will eat away the rest of this clock. Arizona, a nice and clinical way to finish out that game. You increase the lead by 2. Absolutely no panic in their game. And that is just a classy win there for the Wildcats to start this series.
Nothing but class. A lot of respect for each other. And Maryland took out Arizona in Game 6 last fall. Third round of the CCS championships. And Maryland advanced past one more round to Drexel, where they eventually fell in Game 7. Both these teams know what it takes to play deep into the postseason box. They've got a lot of experience. Both these teams are, in my opinion, equally matched. I think we're in for a fun night here.
Absolutely. We get ready for Game 2 coming your way right here on Forbidden Temple. Arizona with that early lead. 2 goals scored by Goose. If you're just joining us, 2-0 for the Wildcats. And now Bob, we're going to have his name added to the score sheet. Gets a beautiful flick, but he just put a little bit too much on that one, and it will rattle the crossbar of the Maryland Nets. Now this one, Bob looking for another chance at redemption, but Turtle said nah. And now Hexy with the play. He is able to knock it by everybody. Nice little deke there. Little shimmy, a little shake. Hexy's past the defense, and he gets Maryland's first.
Terrapins on the board for the first time ever this season. 20 seconds. The Game 2 of the drought is over after 5 minutes, 20 seconds of play. The Terrapins on the board.
Absolutely. Here's Turtle. He's going to watch Bob race by. Bob's been looking for a goal, and he hits the post again. How many times is Bob going to, unfortunately, hit the frame of that goal? Big-time demo tries to clear the way. Bob gets taken out as well. A demo aside. Both sides will recover that player. Now Turtle gets a pass from Hexy. He'll take it in past Bob. But Bob coming in from behind, making sure that it's not going to be easy. Nothing easy. You saw Hexy, his touch, got it past the defense. You have to make a play. If you are Maryland, nothing's coming easy for either side, it looks like, tonight, Nation.
1 minute to go here. Goose knock off the backboard. No teammate there in time. The counter will come through. The Maryland offense will transition forward. Big stop for Bob. Keeps Maryland off the boards for a second time. Now the Terps got to fall back as the Wildcats extend pressure downfield.
Nice clear there. Maryland's got numbers forward. Hexy and Turtle in the same side. Hexy in front. Turtle unable to beat the Goose. As that is a battle of the animal kingdom that probably goes that way a lot, with the Goose outrunning the Turtle in that regard. Turtle, just got to see him get wiped out by Bob. Not sure turtles are a protected species. They got to protect the net, though, and he does so nicely. Some good defense. And this one will be cleared downfield where Goose will have to deal with it. Does so nicely, as both teams will try and collect some boost and settle things down.
Still 3:11 to go, 1-0 for Maryland. We saw last game an early goal for Arizona hold for a long time, and the scoreless for Maryland. Now this game we saw an early goal for Maryland. We'll see how long they hold Arizona scoreless.
So far, it has been a chess match, not an affair that has seen a lot of scoring opportunities. Seen a couple posts from Bob. Obviously, we do see the goal from Maryland as well on the board. Turtle looking to add some more. That's going to hit the post as well. We've had a lot of posts for both sides, and now Hexy will have to reach back. Gets a nice double, keeping that away from the oncoming offense. Now Turtle waits for Hexy. He spots him. That's just a great upfield play. Turtle was looking to fire, and Hexy feeds him.
Now a 2-0 lead right at the halfway mark. Turtle finds his another goal, his first of the night here. First of that 2:31 to play. As a 2-0 Terp lead.
Looking good for Maryland. This is the same scoreline we saw the other way for game one. So right back to you. Both teams scoring 2 goals apiece. Both teams operating on a shutout for a game as of this moment, but Arizona still has 2 minutes to work with. Maryland ran out of time in game one, and Arizona will be looking to try and fight back with a little offense, but they've got Hexy now in the Maryland corner. Nice dribble by Hexy. He goes to go for the flip, but the ball kind of betrayed him a little bit, flicks off of his car into Bob's hands, but not for too long. Both teams trading possession. Nation, it feels like if you make any mistake in a series like this, you're probably going to be punished for it with how close these teams are playing to each other.
Bob upfield here for the Wildcats. Gets a ground pitch on target. Turtle will launch that one away. Arizona remain in deep into the yellow territory as Maryland. A lot of space to play with now. Waiters goes high, 40 boost, broken up by Bob as Arizona gets yet another break across midfield.
It's a good idea. The pass there, just out of the reach of Amp, but he's going to get back to it, looking for Goose. Tries to get one now. Bob, can he finally find the target? That one might have been destined for post 2, but it ran into 2 Maryland players. As Bob chipping away, you feel like he is pretty much on docket for one, but now he's going to have to get back and make a save. Tipping that one up and over the bar. Can Arizona and Bob break through? They've got to cut the lead in half before they can tie it up. There's Bob. He finally will be rewarded with the goal that he has been hungry for all game. It took 2 chances, but he gets it.
Bob is 1 of 5 here. 1 of 2 to play. He finally connects on his 5th shot of the game. 62 seconds left, and the Terps lead is cut in half. The Wildcats need to score in 60 seconds.
Yep, that was step 1. Get the first one. Now you're feeling good if you're Arizona. But only a minute to go, so you definitely can't let the time get out of hand, and you also can't let Terrapins start to get a little bit of comfort inside of your offensive half, as Turtle has got Hexy working with him. That duo has definitely made some tough sledding in the Arizona half this game. Now Waiter's going to poke his head in, knock Goose right off the ball. There are plenty of bumps, plenty of skill plays here, and this game very much up for grabs.
25 seconds to go. Just like that, another half off the clock in the last minute. Arizona need to get something going. Maryland will equalize the series at 1-1.
Yep, Hexy, no more boost to his name. Waiters got knocked off. It's going to be a fake that is eating away precious seconds from the Arizona comeback attempt. They need to get it upfield. Amphi will try to knock it that way, but Hexy is right there. Maryland look to tie the series, and they will as the ball touches down. A very, very hard-fought game, it feels like. It was so close. I mean, you love to see teams this close to each other, Nation. I mean, this is a lot of just good, solid competition. You know, it's difficult because you're not scoring a lot. Obviously, there's 3 goals in the game in total, but you like to see it close and you like to see it competitive.
That you do. Now joining us, Michigan State just swept Iowa about 20 minutes ago on our broadcast before this, and Iowa State again was ranked 9th going into that. Michigan State ranked 2nd after their loss to Drexel. Will drop them a little bit probably this weekend on Monday. You'll rankings, but now back to action here. Arizona, Maryland now a best of 3 essentially at 1-1.
Indeed. If you're just joining us, Arizona 2-0 in game 1, 2-1 to Maryland in game 2. And that is how we got here. So it's not the highest scoring of affairs, at least as of yet. Both teams playing really solidly, and it's making it tough on the opposition in terms of offense. The defense has looked pretty solid for both sides. So if you like clinical Rocket League, if you like, very strategic Rocket League, this is the series for you thus far. And we'll have to see who strikes first blood here in game 3. Nice touch by Waiters up. Bob takes it right away. We've seen Bob. He has been all over the Maryland net, but he ran out of boost on that time. And now it's going to be Hexy. He and Turtle have been all over the Arizona net, but they'll all have to go back to the drawing board. That shot deflected wide, and Arizona will survive.
10 to go. Turtle left alone. Bob upfield, clear. Waiters back across open space. The first minute off the clock. No early goal here into game number 3. Hexy flip reset, goes back down and under. Nothing there for the Turtle offense.
Ooh, Hexy was looking to have a whole lot of fun there. Now Bob goes forward, tries to play lead blocker, buys a little bit of time and space for his team, but Waiters is just in such good position. I mean, I've already said it once, I'll say it again, both teams just in such good positioning with each other and against each other that it's just not really easy to find a lot of open space. Amp will take this one away, leaves it for Bob because Bob has more boost, but Bob will have it taken right away from him by Waiters, who clears it downfield. Not much boost for Waiters to work with. He can't quite reach that one with that, but Hexy will. He spots Turtle to the backboard. It hit Hexy. That was actually a little bit of a miscue. Turtle was expecting the backboard, but it hit Hexy instead, and we remain scoreless.
3:12 on the clock to go. Still scoreless through 2 minutes down. The last 2 games, we've seen that early goal. Even a 2-0 run has come in the first couple of frames of these games where Arizona took turns scoring twice in game 1 and held Maryland on scoreless in last game. Maryland struck twice and held Arizona scoreless, so it's just kind of a back and forth effort to both these teams back and forth. Is Arizona, I mean, again, this is a rematch from last season tournament. The bully ball, and Goosenob's got the first.
Oh, now you see him, now you don't. Hexy wiped right off the pitch. He was the one that would have been back to block that pass, but instead it gets through, and the last man back couldn't catch up to Goose. That's what Goose has been doing all this series thus far. The Goose is loose. That's going to be goal number 1, Arizona. Off and running about halfway through game number 1. Their lead almost cut right into by Waiters, but he was turned away as well.
They're broken up by a defender. Amp left alone. Shot from Waiters. Doesn't go. Big save for Bob. Rebound for Hexy. Sent high and wide. Rebound also turned away. Goose will get another huge stop for the Wildcat defense.
But Maryland not quite done yet. The Terrapins continuing to chip away at that corner. They ran into one too many Arizona vehicles. And instead, it's going to be Goose. You got to watch out. He has been providing so much offense. How many times have we seen the orange splash? For goal participation, Goose is on fire right now for Arizona. He's got a pair. And Arizona increased their lead 2-0.
209. This looks like a similar situation to game 1, or Arizona scores 2 goals pretty much back-to-back within due time. 2-minute warning, though, into game 3. Match point on the line for the winner.
Now Bob got a little bit too cutesy with that one. He gives Hexy a wide open lane to the net. He hits the bar. Rebound available. Waiters can't find the open nets as Amp came right in to shut that door, but the rebound is available. Maryland again come calling for the goal, but it is just kept out. Couple of good saves and close chances, but Maryland still remain off the score sheet. Arizona trying to hang on to this 2-goal lead with just about 90 seconds left.
96 to go here in Arizona. I mean, again, over the block on the goal line, Hexy able to make this save in time before Arizona offensive player got to the ball in time to score at 80 seconds. So this clock becoming a serious factor for the Maryland offense with now down 2 with nothing to show for it.
Yep, so far the backboard reads for Arizona have been very good in this game. Maryland, all their chances have come from infield plays, not a whole lot from that back wall. So maybe perhaps time to start using each other in the midfield. Waiters, you can see he's got Hexy there with him. Waiters going to play it slow. Lots of boost, flip, reset, looking for the net. Never could get his car quite turned towards target, but Maryland stay on the attack. Turtle spots Waiters, that shot a little high. Amp will continue it onwards, and Bob will now do a little bit of housekeeping in the corner, trying to keep Maryland away, but Maryland, to their credit, I mean, they are fighting. They are trying to get that comeback started.
Seconds to go here. In the regulation, Arizona still hold a multi-goal lead. As long as things do not go super far south, Arizona will be 1 game away from getting revenge from last season's tournament, where Maryland eliminated them in round 3. With 18 to play, this clock should tick down nicely for the Wildcats.
Yep, again, they really know how to close out a game. You know, things got a little bit dicey there. They managed to survive the Maryland chances. Bob is going to put the finishing touches on this one, as Bob has just been all over the offensive zone. He does get rewarded here. Nice little deceptive use of his car. You thought maybe he was going down. No, he's going up. And that one is up and in.
Bob at 2 of 12 this series shooting-wise, so not the best shooting statistic, but he has pulled his weight defensively, blocks, and He's done a stellar job of holding off Maryland now twice, being scoreless in games 1 and 3 where the Wildcats came out victorious.
Yep, back and forth we go. Tug of war, it feels like, with both teams able to really stamp their claim on the games that they have won. Arizona with all sorts of pressure. Every player on the team had over 400 points for that one, Nation. So Arizona definitely controlling the pace of play. But to Maryland's credit, they had 9 shots as a team, just nothing would fall.
Nothing at all. And point, I mean, Arizona 0-0. They have played Florida on Sunday night at 11 East. Our broadcast will be right here on the same channel at 11 East. They got another huge game after this in terms of their resume to add on yet another quality opponent, either a win or a loss. And Maryland 1-0 right now after a win over UTSA last night in Game 4. So they did get a game off the Terps from UTSA, but we're underway for Game 4. Arizona can steal this series with a win here.
Absolutely. Maryland's going to have something to say about this one, though. And Turtle in the corner, knocking it up. Amp is going to be the first one to it. He puts one towards target, no problem. As Hexy will send this one forward, only as far as Goose. Some good midfield defense by both teams, keeping things very, very close. And now Hexy trying to come online. That's another double for him that just hits the crossbar. He is right there, Nation. He's so close to creating a spark for his club.
100% agree, but I think you have to take note into account that both games Arizona has won were Maryland shutouts. So again, when Maryland's not scoring, there's not much they can really do. And as efficient as Arizona's defense has been, it's been a long night for Maryland.
And Maryland looking to extend the night in terms of the series. That one's going to be touched up. The deflection goes to the corner for Hexy to deal with. Only into Goose now. Bob, he's going to go up. He's going to try and use the ceiling to his advantage. Tries to get the dunk and ends up making his own save as well. Don't know if that ball was ever destined for the goal, but it will be sent away. And now Bob will send it forward. Nice air dribble by Bob. He's out of boost now. He's going to need some help. Fortunately for them, they ran into a defender who was wary to that play, and now Waiters with a steal looking to create something for Maryland. That net's open, but Turtle's shot didn't have quite enough on it. And again, Arizona, it might not look the prettiest, it might not be the least stressful, but they managed to keep Maryland out.
A couple of good defensive stands for the Arizona defense have held Maryland. Just nothing in the offensive category this year. Now Bob will start yet another attack here, gets a pass across, it's broken up by Waiters, and Maryland's defense just continues to be under pressure. To Bob from Amp, couldn't connect on that give and go. 3 minutes to play in Game 4. Arizona looming for a first opportunity.
So far, both teams remaining scoreless, but it's not been for lack of chances. Both have come close on their respective sides, and now Waiters. Does he go for the musty? Oh my, what power on that one. Nobody to pass to with that, though, as that musty flick will not result in anything, and instead Arizona right back to it. Amp gets swarmed by Maryland vehicles all around him, and that ball will escape through, but this one's a little awkward. And getting back to it, the Terrapins have to clean it up, send the ball out, and it'll be dumped out. This one gets past the first man, second man. That's what I'm saying, Nation. If the first man misses, second and third man, they're right there. The support these two teams have for each other on the pitch is really quite something.
2 minutes to go in game number 4. Maryland trying to remain unbeaten in non-conference play as a win over UTSA last night makes the Terrapins 1-0. Arizona, this is their first game of the season, so they're trying to start out on the right foot, Fox, and get ahead of a big game with Florida on Sunday night at 11 Eastern. So 2 prime opportunities for Arizona to add to the resume this season.
Again, Bob just stood tall, and Bob's going to get a goal here. He gets bumped, and that little pop gives him enough momentum to put it through. Bob has been just so detailed and articulate with his control in the air. You go for a challenge, you try to hit the ball, you miss by that much, and you hit Bob instead, and suddenly the ball is in your own net. So a valiant effort on defense turns into a goal thanks to Bob. That air dribbling has been paying some serious dividends, and Arizona are now 90 seconds away from a series win.
And again, Bob is 3 of 18 shooting on the night now so far, and every single one of those 3 goals has been in the clutch time for Arizona. He has gone big, and Gustav have really carried the offense in terms of passing plays and connecting with Bob to find those 3 goals he has scored. But the defense has been a statement all night long. The only game Arizona lost, Maryland struck twice. That's going to be a 2-0 lead. All 3 games could be shutouts for Arizona.
Oh, you hate to see it, but if you've ever played this game, you know it happens. Waiter's going for the ball. He trips on the goalpost. I've had that happen to me plenty. And it just is, that close, that little mistake, all of a sudden you're down by 2. And Maryland, who has had a very frustrating outing on offense. I mean, even the game they won, they only scored 2 goals. They've just not been able to put very much past this very resilient Arizona and creative defense that Arizona has come up with. They're just not really giving the Terrapins a whole lot offensively. And with this one, Arizona, they've shown for their 2 wins thus far, they know how to close out a game. So now they're going to try and take this 2-goal lead straight into a victory lap here on Utopia.
37 to play. Maryland to score ASAP if they're going to have any form of a chance. Claw their way back into this game, but my goodness, Arizona's defense has been lights out all night long. Could be shutouts in all 3 of their victories. Only 1 game has Maryland scored a goal. So, I mean, again, it's concerning if you're Maryland, your offense has been stagnant for 15 straight minutes.
It is concerning. Credit to Arizona. They played a heck of a series. That shot will be deflected wide. Another 6 shots for Maryland between last game and this game. 15 shots on goal for Maryland. They'll finally find one. There's time, nation. You know what they say in a time like this? Winnable.
Well, that win will not be a shutout no more. 2 seconds left. Don't say a comeback isn't as true as gold with 2 to play.
As I was just saying, too, they shut me up real quick. They were going on 15 straight shots without a goal. They do finally get one, but the kickoff does not go their way. The Arizona Wildcats will walk away with this one. They kept Maryland very, very quiet offensively. Only 3 goals in 4 games. If you have under 1 goal against in an entire series, nation, you're going to win quite a few with defense like that.
Well, I mean, first of all, what a win for Arizona. This is a high-quality Maryland team, and it's going to track all the way to selection Monday. And it's going to be a win that really helps Arizona seeing the tournament in potentially a deep run now with this win on the resume. Now Florida up next, the Wildcats.
Absolutely. And make sure, don't go anywhere. We got 1 more series on the stream tonight, nation. It should also be a good one. That was a chess match. So we'll have to see if next series offers any sort of increase in the offense, or will we see another battle of attrition like we just saw?
Well, we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back in about 10 minutes, Cincinnati takes on Nebraska to close the night.